Hello everyone, welcome to Arts and Crafts with Miss Sarah, featuring me, Sarah from the Pioneer Library System. Today I'm going to walk you through making your very own origami fox puppet. Origami is most closely associated with the Japanese culture, and it is basically the art of paper folding. There are lots of different origami designs out there that range from very simple to very complex. The one I'm going to show you today is one I consider very simple. I learned it back in like the first or second grade when my family lived overseas. So kids in early and elementary grades should be able to do this project with minimum help. That being said, let's get started. Alright, to start off with, you need to get a piece of paper. You need to fold it along its short edge. You want the short edges to touch. Try to line them up as best as you can. And fold. Okay. And then turn it so that the opening is pointed downward. Alright, next you're going to fold your piece of paper again, and once again make sure the short edges are lined up. And fold it, and then you want to open this fold back up so you've got kind of like a little book. Alright. So now that we have our little book, we're going to start with the right side. Going to fold this outside edge into this middle crease. So fold it in, try to line it up, and fold. Then you want to do the same thing with the left side. Pull that edge in and fold it right along that big metal crease. Okay, now you have something that kind of looks like a cabinet doors or a window. You want to open that back up. Alright, next, this is where it gets a little tricky. We're going to start on the right side edge. I'm going to fold this edge up just enough so that you can see the opening for the paper. You're going to slide your finger in along this inside crease here up to the top, and it makes sort of a little rounded triangle edge here. You're going to fold and press that down so that it makes a triangle. Alright, once you got that side, you're going to do the same thing to the left side. You're going to slide your finger up in here. Alright, and press down to make another triangle. And now you have a house. Have the doors. Alright. So lay that flat. Alright, we have our house. You're going to flip your house over and lay it so that the back is towards you. Then you're going to come over to the right side edge here, and you are going to fold it towards the middle right along this crease right here. Alright? So fold it right along that crease, and you want this outside edge to come all the way to this big middle crease. And fold it right along that line. Okay? Now you want to do the same thing to the left side. You're going to fold it right along that crease And the outside edge comes into the middle crease. All right, and you're gonna flip that over. So after you're done, you should have something that looks a little bit like this. The open-ended parts should be facing up, while the folded pieces should be down. All right, for the next step, you're going to take this top piece here and you're going to fold it down. Now you don't want to fold a whole lot down because you're going to sort of do a rolling fold here. You want it to be about the size maybe of a finger length or the size of a pen or a crayon in width. All right, you get that first fold and then you just fold down again and you keep rolling it until you can't roll it no more. Okay, so you see here, I can't really roll it any further, otherwise it'll rip my seam right here. So this is good. Now we're going to take and flip it over and do the same thing on this side. So try to make it as close to the same width as your first fold on the other side was. I'm going to roll it. And if your sides are a little uneven and they don't quite match, that is perfectly all right. As you can see, one of my sides is a little bigger than the other one. That's all right. Don't worry about it. All right, so now we have a purse. You can actually put things in it like coins or whatnot and carry it with you. All right, we've got our purse. You're going to open it up slightly, and right along this middle edge here, this middle crease here where we had folded it earlier on in the project, you're going to press right along that edge. You want to kind of press it down into the middle and fold it. Now sometimes you have to kind of press upwards and make sure that it folds right. And you have your puppet. Now you can give him some eyes. And maybe a nose. And maybe a tongue. So go ahead and decorate them however you like. I made one earlier. I always thought that they sort of looked more like the dinosaur from Jurassic Park or some type of lizard, so I colored mine green. But feel free to decorate yours however you want, and make sure to send me a picture, drop a picture of your creation in the comments below so I can see what critter you made. That's all I have for you today. There are lots of materials available on the library's Hoopla app on the subject of origami, so be sure to check that out. Origami is a great tool for focus, attention, meditation, which can help calm your mind. So if you enjoyed this and you would like to see more, make sure to leave a comment down below and to see more origami projects. And thank you for joining me on my first episode of Arts and Crafts with Miss Sarah. And don't forget to share your origami critters with me. I want to see what you have created. I can't wait. So thank you again and see you next time. Bye-bye.